Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I certainly hope you're having a splendid day. Okay, I'm going to get right to this. What this is a review on is this guy right here. This is the box that comes in, a Freemax Starre Pure vaping tank that uses ceramic coils, and that's all it uses is ceramic coils, okay? Now, just so I can get along with the program here and bore the ever-loving crap out of you, here's my CRS can't remember squat card. You know how I roll with that. But just so you won't get so bored, here's the tank right here on this Wise Mech mod. But I'll kind of roll it around as I name off a few things here, read off a few things. You can check this out. There's real good write-up and descriptors on misthub.com. www.misthub.com. Misthub.com will cost you $30. This is referred to as a CCC setup or coil, meaning ceramic covered coil, okay? And I'll show you that here in a minute. Okay, this has got a 4 milliliter capacity. It's kind of a squatty, kind of a fat little tank, if you will. It's 25 millimeters in diameter, and the height of it is 64.3 millimeters tall, okay? And basically it comes with pre-installed, you get a 0.25 ohm resistance coil, and they give you a 0.5 as an extra one. So that's what's available, a 0.25 and a 0.5 ohms in resistance. Of course, the lower that number is, the hotter the coil is. And of course, the more e-juice it eats up and battery life and every other doggone thing. Okay, now Freemax is claiming that this tank right here is good for 60,000 2-second puffs. Believe you me, I'm going to have to see that to believe it. Or 80 to 100 tank refills, okay? This is a top tank fill tank. It fills from the top, which is kind of nice. And it also, if you can see those rings as I'm going around there, those slats, those air vents, it's got a dual air vent top system. Okay, it's not supposed to leak according to Freemax. The construction on this guy right here is stainless steel, and this is borosilicate glass. I hope I got that name right. And this whole system isn't supposed to leak. I've been tested for well over 24 hours and I haven't seen any problems. Okay, and with this box I just got done showing you, you do get some extra O-rings. You do get a user's manual, and you get an extra glass tube, that borosilicate glass. And this jobber is available in stainless steel, this color that you see right here, or black. Okay, I think I pretty much covered that. Now, where did my coil run off to? Okay, here's the coil. Like I say, forget all about anything else except for ceramic, because that's what this Freemax Starre Pure is all about, is ceramic. But this is what this doggone coil looks like, okay? And I took a look at this with a 10 power magnifying glass. It's a pretty beefy coil, really. And the reason why they call it a CCC coil, because right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a ceramic covering, and on the right back of the ceramic tube that fits over, you've got a great big winding of organic cotton, and then there's a huge canthal wire vertical coil that comes up. And so I hope you got a good look at this right here. Okay, now I'm going to hold up this card here, and maybe you can see that weird little drawing of mine here. You know, if you could possibly see that. It shows the sleeve, the ceramic sleeve on the outside, the blue right next to those black walls, if you will. It represents the cotton, and of course you can see that winding in the middle, and that's a great big huge vertical canthal wire uh, coil itself. So it's not a true ceramic coil, if you will. And I have been vaping on this. I've owned this for a couple days now. I really been laying on it and vaping the heck out of it, so I kind of knew what I was talking about. Now, when I broke this in, Freemax says to don't dry fire this, because I realized I started in on ceramic coils. Oh, good Lord, it's been a year ago, because I've done quit smoking 15 months ago. I was one of these kind of guys that cold turkeyed it. I went right from cigarettes, a two packs a day, right straight to vaping and ain't turned back. So vaping is a little bit close to my heart because it did get me off of cigarettes. But I've done an expensive lot of reading, and a lot of people got all these barnyard ideas on how to break into ceramic coil, and I realized that the vaping industry's had problems with these ceramic coils, but I predict there's going to be a wave of the future. Now what I did is I started out with the air closed right here like this, closed the air there, and I put it on 15 watts, and I did a draw, and then I opened up the air and did a draw. And I kept doing that sequence like that back and forth. Then I went to 20 watts and 25 watts, then 30 watts and 35. I broke it in real slow because they say that they want that coil primed to not dry fire. And so I just thought I'd throw that in right there. Okay, and this is a top fill. It is very easy to get into this guy right here, unlike some of these. Now, you take a while back, it's been quite a while now, about 6 months or so ago, I used a Freemax Starre tank with their ceramic version of coils, and I didn't have any problems at all. But what I had problems with, ladies and gentlemen, was finding spare ceramic replacement coils. So I kind of give up, but then I spotted these and I decided to invest, and so there you are. And I never had any trouble at all with the Freemax Starre tanks. I got to make that perfectly clear. Oh, and I might want to point out that this, you might not be able to see this, but there's 4 great big huge ports, for the e-juice to sink past the ceramic into the cotton, okay? Now, the reason why I'm so hepped up, because I believe that this is going to be the trend of the future, these ceramics and coils, and I've said it before. Years and years ago, when I was first starting out with my family, blah, 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 I lived down in southern Idaho, and I was a mechanic for Jack Simplot, the J.R. Simplot Processing Company in Burley, Idaho. And we processed potatoes. And we had these machines that would heat up the jackets on the potatoes, and they were called IR machines, okay? They used big, gigantic ceramic burners that were setting up above the spuds as they went along on this little conveyor belt. And I used to have to rebuild those burners, and I know they were fired with natural gas, and I know how much heat that ceramic can withstand. Now, I've read on the internet, a lot of people are real freaked out about ceramic because they figure there's little bits and pieces that are going to come off of the ceramic, getting the e-juice, and you're going to be sucking it into your lungs. I don't believe that's the case. That is if these people are using decent ceramic. Okay? So there you are with that little fear. I can just only tell you one thing. In the testing I've done, this is very, very smooth. I've worked myself up into a situation where, I slowly brought it into break-in like I described, and I found myself liking 50, if you can see that, 50 watts right there, and with the air up on top, this dual flow air, wide open. And I also might want to say something about this air. This air comes in right here. When you draw on it, it actually draws down to the bottom of the tank, and back up the chimney again, which is kind of a neat little deal. And this tank is not supposed to leak, and it has not leaked. You know, in the testing I've done. Okay, let's get on to blowing a few vapes here. Inhaling a few vapes. Now this is definitely a setup for direct lung hitting. You know, the Odyssey tank that I've been reviewing, that's more of a throat to lung hit type situation, but not this guy here. Let me do that again. Okay, now I might want to say this. The 0.25 ohm ceramics for this guy right here, I've got a working wattage of 20 to 100 watts, and the 0.5s are 20 to 60 watts. You might want to double check me on that, but I think I am correct. And this does come in stainless steel. These tanks come in stainless steel and black. I think I already said that. Hope I haven't forgot anything. But I've always liked ceramic. But I had to back away from Kangertech products. I've got YouTube videos on the ceramic coils from Kangertech because they were starting to really do weird things. Maybe I wasn't breaking them in right or whatever have you. But you just simply wet these, prime these, you know, like you do any other coil, and break them in slow in 5 watt increments till you find your sweet spot. You shouldn't have any problems at all. And these are running around $4 a piece for the replacement coils. But I figure it's worth it just simply because they don't burn out so often. However, I'm going to tell you something right now. I've had just enough experience with this setup right here to know that this loves to eat, you know, drink e-juice. So there you are with that. But very nice, very flavorful. That's my point. And I'm all about ceramic if they can just get the bugs worked out. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the video. Give this Freemax company a shot and have a nice day.